Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and with this video, I'll be discussing my thoughts on episode 2 of the anime series, Toaru Hikuushi no Koiuta. And this was really an enjoyable episode because we're basically seeing all of these characters who are now in flight school getting to know each other, getting to know their classmates, and we're seeing rivalries happen, we're seeing friendships happen, unlikely pairings and stuff like that. And it's a really exciting time this early in the series to see, basically Kal-El has found Claire by the midpoint of the episode. He's very obsessively trying to find her and hoping he can see her again, stuff like that. And we see that once she's been appointed as being, part of this flight school, she says his name, like she's kind of wanting to see him as well. And it's funny because she's very timid and very sort of bashful, very easily prone to blushing and everything like that. She's a very cute character, very subdued and underspoken, as it were. And we have Kal-El becoming, such an interesting character in that once we have this sort of noble rival, thinking he's all Mr. Badass, he's going to go over to Claire Cruz, the daughter of one of these, well-known people, basically the director of the school. You have Kal-El standing in the face of this guy and saying, you know what? You think you know etiquette, you think you know nobility, let me show you what being a gentleman is really like. And he gets down on his knee and he asks Claire officially and properly to be his partner in this training session that they're going to be partaking in. And it was just really awesome to see him be very forthright, in that moment, basically taking up the reins after we've seen this noble basically demeaning one of his fellow classmates earlier, in a scene that was kind of comical how it ended with this character of Wolfgang looking like he's, 50 years old with the gray spiky hair and everything, coming over and wiping off the ice cream that was stained on the guy's uniform after another character inadvertently stained it and, spilled it on him or what have you. It's just a very comical and very almost affirming, beginning to this series. We were introduced to the main characters, of course, Kal-El and Ariel, and we're really seeing them finding their footing amongst their friends, and they're all getting to know each other and wishing each other well. But there are also mysteries that are unfolding as we're watching, because, of course, you still have the mystery character of Ignacio, who is keeping his distance, and it seems like, or at least it was implied, that Ariel may have to inadvertently pair with him, and he seems to know something about Kal-El. Now, it's very interesting that we see in flashback for the second time in a row his mother, and she looks like nobility, she looks like royalty, and it's interesting because does Kal-El, is he aware of this? Does he know his own history as being an heir to an empire, in a sense, a prince? I don't know, but it is very interesting that his mother calls him Carl, and he has a whole other name and a whole other life that he hails from, and it really makes me wonder what exactly is going on. Why is he part of sort of the commoner, class or what have you, the lesser class rather than the nobility and everything like that? It's probably better that he's there. Maybe he was put there to stay hidden from warring nations or something like that. It does seem like there will be some kind of war and battle to come in the future. And the question I have is it with another nation that is as yet unknown? Is it a war between the classes? Maybe the nobility represents one sort of kingdom, whereas the commoners represent another, and maybe it's going to be them who comes to a clash in the future. So this is an exciting series so far. I love the aeronautic learning sessions and eventual probably, dog fighting that's going to be happening and everything like that we've already seen hinted at in the previous episode in a flash forward. And yeah, so I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below what you thought of this episode. If you've seen it, I thought it was really just a fun, getting their footing. All these characters are getting their footing, and as a viewer, I'm getting my footing, becoming comfortable in this world as it's set up. And so yeah, otherwise I'd love to hear from you, and I hope this video finds you well. And that'll be it for me on this, so I'll catch you later. Peace.